you know, you're likely to play the Mirana because the enemy has Chen, so it kind of just lined up that way. As far as what the panel is saying, I'm kind of with them. I think this is the type of game where Gaimin Gladiators, historically when they run this lineup, are Duracho, big damage.
Does hit.
He will live here, but is taking quite the beating. Doesn't have too much region to go with it either.
Only one tango gifted by Celery.
Yeah. This feels like a time the auras and then group up and push. So I suppose if you have a really good core-to-core matchup, that can be justifiable. Oh, Quinn's in trouble, by the way.
Yep, X-Nova making his way over. Disruptions there. TP is going to be... Okay, Tofu actually eats the arrow, and they turn it around onto nothing to say, despite it being a 2 versus 3. Sniper very strong.
That is such an insane TP.
Shrapnel to yet another kill. I don't even understand what we just witnessed here.
I want a replay of that to see if that TP was on purpose. If they actually saw Mirana, if they're just ability, right? So really, an amazing result there for the side of Gaimin to get that trade.
He's trying to make use of this invis room, but it's about to run out, so not able to really find anything on the bottom side of the map. I mean, back to the Viper, because I know it's a disgusting hero, but we don't get to see it that often, so it's interesting to talk about at least. Is I believe the 7-minute wisdoms will just be traded, so a second game in a row, we're not really seeing any action on top of that. But back in the day, Cinder and Vipers picked to kind of dominate their lane. Right? Now
Duracho's in trouble. I'll answer it after that. Let's see if they get... Oh, they didn't disrupt at all!
They did not.
Now
they will.
Okay,
Arrow
awkward.
Will connect, and JT is here to finish the job. But Baboka actually claims it for himself instead.
Got there in the end. That got a little bit scrappy, but it is executed ultimately. How important is it for...
It's going to be really hard to gauge like what the actual net worth discrepancy is, since both these heroes are kind of supposed to be ahead. Has nothing to say. He's going to get doomed and Viper struck, and he's just going to TP, but no, the Infernal Blade is there to give the extra damage, and that is the death of the mid laner for G2IG.
Yeah, and it's the loss of the tower, which I think is the much bigger he will build into with their Midas/Radiances, as Luna will be assassinated. That's a TP cancel.
They don't have a lot of I would call normal CC type stuns, but they do have the mini stuns, right? They have the Infernal Blade, they have the Assassinate, and that's 2 attempted TPs there, so.
Yep. Combination with maybe smoke moves across to mid.
Yeah, nothing to say. He's going to get Viper struck again, as Celery's here with all his creeps, and the Assassinate from Tofu is enough.
Yeah, if you do this in a pub game as Sniper, I don't think your team is particularly happy with it, but...
He's going drums, though. He's being a good boy. He's not the Jenkins.
He's got Devil's Bargain,
Or Devils. I always get those mixed up in names. But so, at what point do you think you actually sell this Midas? As Assassinate onto X-Nova. Quinn, very fast.
Yep. Haste will do that.
And eventually will find this kill, surely. There we go. Also does have Boots of Travel, by the way, so going for the Ultra mobility. He's actually TPing a few meters away.
Just a little bit of a build-up.
Now G2IG, they have gone through the gate. They are smoked. Quinn is going to be the first one they run into. He's actually broken from the creeps, trying to get to the high ground. Arrow connects with the Static Storm. JT will actually use the Epicenter. They'll get the kill. Kind of awkward as he made it to the high ground in the end as Ace jumps in with the Doom on top of the Razor. Is just going to stand his ground right now. X-Nova is going to be the first to fall for G2IG, but already 3 members of Gaimin deleted from the face of the map as Duracho now on the run. Along with Ace, the arrow does hit him right in the ass. And nothing to say and come, okay, they're going to miss the Burrow Strike as Duracho's going to have to use it. He could deny himself.
Oh,
he will.
My God.
Wow. Symphony of fails right there. My
Such a sick arrow into such an more CS and better KDA and is on the winning team. So it's kind of weird that you think he would be doing worse than the enemy mid. Yes, he's actually ahead of him on literally every possible metric.
Celery's dead. Oh, God, that really tickled me. Thank you for that, Cinderin. It's just the Viper effect, you know? It's just very underwhelming.
Yeah, okay. Teams are scanning simultaneously. It's a little bit tricky to tell who scanned where.
Yeah.
But it looked like it was G2IG scanning Roche. They will find Chen.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The arrow will not hit because of the creep. And Celery will actually live. Unreal.
Very nice self-save there with the Whirlwind. That's not what it's called. That's Wind Ranger's facet. Outwing, and therefore they get a full Roche for free.
Self-save support. Gotta love it. As there's the blink. Ace gets off the Doom. The BKB popped.
Razor's
and now running away. Will they be able to catch him? You talked about their lack of catch. The Viper Strike just in range, though. And I think they will eventually find out. But the Burrow Strike at the last moment from JT, slowing Ace to a crawl. The Assassin, and nothing to say. He's actually going to live. They lose X-Nova, but if that's it, that's a really good trade for G2IG.
Yeah, good save. Didn't cost them. So that was
green all of a sudden. That means they're indestructible. Viper Strike onto the Razor. They're going to continue on here. Darachi is going to pop the Manta and run away. Quinn pretty deep right now, and nobody's taking damage. And finally, Quinn is the one getting low. That is the Aegis down. Question is, who wants to reaggress, if anyone? Darachi is looking for a fight. Gets the blink. Concoction is going to connect onto...
Wonder if Gaimin will be able to siege any further now. Oh, Baboka is in a very interesting
Yep, he leaps right into Tofu.
Nice grenade.
That was his last leap as well, so he gets eviscerated. Does take out the wave though, and perhaps he thought that they were going to be pushing this tier 2 tower.
They could backpack it if they're clutch. Okay, this is such... This movement. Uh-oh, Celery.
Celery. I don't think he's going to get out of this. Although, Mr. Quinn is TPing onto the creep. He actually gets in. The Viper Strike upon the Sand King. Celery does die as Quinn, using the Hurricane Pike as the rest of his team connects. Darachi beating down X-Nova. It's going to be a 1-to-1 to start this fight. Nothing to say as BKB has now dissipated as he runs away. JT, looks like they're not going to focus on him too much, although now they're going to wrap around and, oh, Darachi actually...
Expectations. So...
Well, at a certain point, Luna just farms fast.
Darachi, no
okay,
BKB.
Darachi, yeah, he's dead. Plain and simple.
Now that is a big kill. And it goes to Monet. He got the demon's number in gold, the number of the beast.
Oh, yeah.
That kill was worth a lot of gold. That was, okay, that was a 2,000 gold swing. Tim, I'm sure he would consider that one just a flat-out mistake. But back on the horse game in Gladiators, they go smoke. They just lost 6,000 gold. That's not going to dissuade them.
He's found. The Doom applied. Disruption comes out to delay things, but I believe this Razor is donezo. Gaimin Gladiators with a huge kill. Now X-Nova will follow suit. Question is, what can they get out of this? Roche, we won't know for the next minute when that spawn comes up. And they obviously do have a lot of auras. And
40 seconds. This occasion goes down.
25 seconds of no Razor. Arrow coming in. It's going to connect onto the Doom as Darachi pops the BKB, getting out the Concoction as well. Going to focus everything on the Mirana. She's dead just like that.
That was
still 3 dead for G2IG, and Gaimin hadn't really taken too much damage as the tower does fall. Does not kill 2. Roshoff is about to occur.
Razor showing mid, the rest of the team hunting them.
All right, this could be a big kill. Arrow does hit. Already at half HP is Ace, popping that shield, but he is melting. So much damage coming from G2IG, and eventually he does pop. Like a pinata. Does have his buyback, though.
Do they keep going here? Yes.
And his Doom is back in 13 seconds, so we might see the buyback come out as Tofu using the concussive grenade, but not able to get to the low ground as Monet will eventually clean him up. Takes a while. Has the double kill. The buyback did come. No BKB on Monet now as Gaimin looking for a potential fight. I think to say pretty damn fast, but Darachi shows up out of nowhere, forcing the BKB out of nothing to say. The Doom's still available. Ace at half HP though as JT getting beat down by Darachi. Will try to reset now that the static link is applied to him. So a soft back from Gaimin Gladiators. And they don't want this dieback to occur on Ace, despite not having UN. As Monet cutting them off from the other side. Quinn is going to be the one that breaks the smoke. There's a solar flare popped. Get the burrow strike on the bottom side. They delete the sniper. Tofu just blown up. Arrow connected on the Alchemist onto the high ground. As Baboka getting in pretty deep. Quinn going to tank a lot of this damage. This is going to be life number 1. It's nothing to say. Already popped the BKB. And now they surround Quinn. Surely Gaimin are going to try to fight here as JT going in with the epicenter, and Quinn is just getting destroyed. No chance to even attack there. And even Celery follows suit. Darachi has to hightail away with a TP. So in the end, they get the Aegis, or they consume.
But that would be an easy cleanup as well, because they're constantly pushing out mid, and they have good vision there too to even make a jump. Uh-oh, speaking of a jump. Oh my.
The destroy. Hand of Gaimin keeps him alive. They're actually going to walk it off.
Okay.
What the hell? That was a ping pong match of an HP bar right there.
That was very
precarious spot. Oh my goodness, the pause. What the horse happens next?
All right.
Does Doom die? I mean, that's a yes. Let's be real. Let's go for a harder one. Who wins this team fight?
I'm going to say Doom dies as the only hero.
Okay, that would be very fitting, actually. The Razor was doomed. Will run away as the pipe is starting to dissipate on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Monet posturing a bit, and it'll be a $100 dinner. Okay, they're gonna group back up with this next wave. And we've seen it time and time again, Cinderin. Once this tower goes down, Luna just destroys
Quinn. Oh, he just got stun chained. He has no buyback.
He's dead forever. over, it seems. No buyback at all as Dyrachyo has to pop the BKB in retreat. That literally might be game over with Luna in your base.
I mean, surely it is.
Nothing
you have a minute and no tier.
Forcing this game 3. Already the tier 4s fall, and just the Ancient is exposed now as Dyrachyo can only look on as he uses his Nullifier for the first time in the game and then slowly dies in the Sandstorm. And that is going to be the end of game 2. My goodness, G2IG really showing up after a pretty poor